Hello, I am Reverend Irene Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Generationally Speaking. Here at the table, we come and we discuss life issues, no matter what they might be. As we sit at the table with each generation, we all learn, we all grow, we all are inspired. Generationally Speaking.
Especially at first, I'm blessed to have a good team that can help me out a lot between admin, marketing, trainers, and different things now. But at first you're doing everything. You're doing it all, and you're still, no matter how long you're in business, it's still going to be a grind. I want people to kind of understand that too, if that's something they're thinking about doing.
Yeah. So when I come to the gym and you're taking a person around, you've already. I'm making the assumption, and maybe I'm wrong. Have you already worked on all of these machines or all of this equipment so that you're not just, it's just not book knowledge, but it's actual knowledge that you gain from, what this will do?
Mm-hmm. You're saying from my standpoint of being able to practice
Yes.
what you preach.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to practice what we preach. We're able to do the things that we're asking our clients, to do. If I think I'm going the right direction there with the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and that's, we're trained on that in school and in our certifications there. So that's important that it's not just something we're kind of throwing at you that we can't do.
So in this, we went through COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and everything was virtual for a moment.
Yeah.
How did you all fare?
Yeah, it was a tough time, but we're truly blessed because we were established at that point when COVID came through, and so we had to go to virtual. Mm-hmm. When we shut down, we had to go to virtual, so we had our virtual groups. It helped us adapt. We still do some virtual stuff to this day, not as much as we did back then, but we still do it. And like a lot of places, we had to adjust our staff. I had to do more hours for certain things or go back to doing certain tasks that I wasn't doing as much of, I guess you could say, since we had less staff and we had to close down. So, we were truly blessed. But, we learned a lot from those, from COVID too.
So as an entrepreneur and having a gym and you have trainers that come in, from a consumer perspective, if I come into your gym, how am I assured that the person that I'm working with is certified, the person I'm working with is knowledge based, and that they don't really have a criminal record?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So well, first, not gonna have a criminal record, so we make sure we're taking care of that. So we make sure our trainers are certified. We take them through the process of getting trained also there. And the way we kind of work with things like, you and I saw me doing a consultation when you walked in. So step one is there's a consultation period where I'm just meeting with the individual, usually like 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so usually. I'm meeting with the individual. I'm getting a chance to know what their exercise history is, if they have any injuries, and getting a chance to understand their schedule, their budget, everything about that individual. And then I'm able to match them up with one of our trainers. Now, usually, as a staff, we're working on that program design together, so I'm involved in all that program design, especially initially, since I had a chance to meet with them, and we're working with them as a team. We do one-on-one training, we do semi-private training. Semi-private training is groups of 2 to 5 people, and then our group training, usually on average around 6 to 12, maybe a few more, maybe a few less, depending on the time of the year for our group training. So those are kind of the services that we have, and we're going to hold our members accountable. So it's not like a big box gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes where people might come in, well, I can go get this for $10 at a Planet Fitness or wherever it is. Like, no, you're not going to get that. So the level of accountability, the experts that you're going to have here when you walk into our gym, there's different types of places that you can go into.
I like the fact you brought up the point that all gyms are not created equally. And so you have to be mindful of what you need, mm-hmm. because perhaps the big gym might fit someone who's already regimented and sort of knows what they want to do, and mm-hmm. they can go in and do it. While someone like myself, I need somebody to hold my hand, to hold me accountable. Mm-hmm. So when I come into this gym where I don't see a lot of those elliptical kinds of machines, when I come in here, what is my what am I going to get?
So as far as the functional training that we do, if you're going that route, but you're going to have the guidance. We're going to hold you accountable. So with our groups, if you miss, we're definitely going to be checking in on you. You're going to get that email. You're going to get that text. So the accountability piece, the expertise there, you're going to be working from a plan at our gym, at our studio when you walk in here. There, so it might be as far as habits in regards to what you're eating. The other 23 hours of the day, we like to say that a lot of gyms don't cover, which is going to be important in order to get results, and just that mindset that we're going to coach you into that.
So when I come here, I'm going to be assigned a personal trainer.
Yes. Who's
going to meet me and take me through and help me to achieve the goals that I want, and not just I come in and they go do that, and don't say anything else to me until go over there and do that. So they're going to be right there with you.
Yes, we're going to be right there with you in all of our services, one-on-one, semi-private, and group. The trainer's going to be telling you exactly what to do, like I say, at the studio, also outside of the studio. Those 3 services that I mentioned, one-on-one, pretty straightforward with your personal trainer. A lot of people know that. Semi-private is groups of 2 to 5 people, and we match you up with people that are similar in goals and fitness level there. And then our group training, I said on average it's around 6 to 12 people, kind of depending on the group for our group training there. And it's going to be group personal training at our location for semi-private and our group there. I say that because a lot of places will say group personal training, but it's really like 40 or 50 people in a room. They don't know their name. They're having them do a bunch of crazy exercises on day 1, so you're not going to have that here. It's going to be actual personal training, and we're going to actually guide you through and know everything about you.
Well, that's good to know, because a lot of times, we are amped up about joining the gym. We're amped up about exercising. We amped up about, eating right. But we get to the gym on day 1, and it's like, I think they tried to kill me.
It's overwhelming, yeah.
It's overwhelming, and I don't really want to go back. So I think what you're saying is that you all can offset that by designing a program specifically for your body and where you are physically.
Yep. So, we want to gradually take you through as far as making progress, not starting off too fast, which is a common mistake, especially around this time of the year, but still is that starting off too fast. We're going to make sure you're not, you're staying on your plan with that.
Okay. Well, as I'm looking around, I see all this different kinds of, I see these ropes.
Yeah.
I know these ropes a little bit, and
okay.
But I see some other things that I'm not too sure about. I see kettlebells, and let's just walk around a little bit and let you share with our audience. If you decide that you want to go to a gym, you have to make the decision first of all, which gym or studio is going to work best for you.
Yes.
Because as we can see, they're all not created the same. So depending on the kind of nurture you need, that's the kind of gym you want to go to. And if you like me, you need a lot of nurturing. This is the kind of gym you want to come to, because I need a lot of nurturing.
Yes.
I need somebody to call me when I don't show up, send me a text. Oh, like, okay, let me, and then when I come back in, they hear me and I'm like, I hurt all over. I hurt all over. Am I supposed to hurt all over?
Are you going to hurt all over? You're going to have some soreness when you first start off. It shouldn't be too crazy, but for some people, get through those first few sessions, first few weeks, you're still going to feel some soreness, but it's not going to be like that first week soreness. But, we want to work you hard, but we want to be smart about it is the main thing here.
Okay, so let's get up for a moment, and you share with us, if I come in and I see these battles, I guess that's a good word for it. Battle ropes. Yeah. I'm almost afraid. Battle ropes. So what do we know about these battle ropes?
You want me to demo something for you? We have space to do that? Yeah. So everyone loves the battle ropes. Everyone loves the battle ropes. So see if I can pull these out without ruining anything.
Okay.
You got it there on camera? Or?
Let's see.
Or do you need
we want to make sure we get all of our shots, because I don't want you to miss this. Yeah. Because if you come to the gym and you see these battle ropes, you know what to expect. Okay.
Yeah. So everyone loves the battle ropes. quite a few different things we can do with it. You know, it's going to work your arms. It's also, main thing is going to get your heart rate up. So get your heart rate up like you're doing a sprint, but low impact too, right? So that's going to work some core strength. Like I said, there's different things you can do with it. But
Woo.
yeah.
Woo.
So I'll say, I tell people, you usually do it for a short period of time. Might not feel like a short period of time, but you're gonna do it. You know, do it for a short period of time. You ready?
I know they ask it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
First of all, these ropes are heavy. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
At one time.
Yeah, you got it. Yep. Keeping that right out in front of your body there. Yep. Oh, you got it.
So,
you still had two. No, I'm just joking.
a newbie like me, I don't know. We just do it. A newbie like me, is this not something I would start off with?
We have different levels of ropes too.
Okay.
So
okay.
we have a lighter rope, but because you're advanced, you would. But yeah, we have lighter rope. We have levels for everything that we do. Yep.
And now I see this corner over here that's just full of. I see this ball. I bought this ball and my husband has thrown more than balls away. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with them.
Oh, there's quite a few different things we can do with it here. So yeah, so some people were able to do different ab exercises. Our favorite exercise is met ball slams.
Really?
So, and like I say, everyone has different levels with this, but this is should be when you get stressed out at somebody. When you get a little stressed out, you need to take out some stress.
Oh yeah.
So that's everyone's favorite exercise there. So
I might have some stress.
You want to try that out?
This ball, you made this ball like it was light.
I have a lighter one.
This ball is heavy.
You have it. Yeah.
This
something
ball
you're angry at. Ooh, keep that chest up. Throw it down. Yeah.
Oh my! You know what? I might have to come here just to rid myself of stress.
Yep.
This is wonderful.
That's everyone's favorite exercise with that.
All right. So what else do we have with these?
In this corner.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have quite a few different things. Lots of different, like as far as bands.
Yes.
There's a million things you can do with bands. These are good too. So we'll give them exercises. Anyone can get a band for their house. I mean, just whether it's different things with like rows.
Oh, okay.
They're different like lower body exercises. There, so there's quite a few different things. Curls, overhead. We can do just about anything with bands here.
I had an issue with my sciatica, and one of the things I had to get was a band, and that really helped a lot. What are these orange things, yellow things here?
So yeah, there's a few different exercises we can do with this, but I'll show you as far as our, we do a lot of rows with it, like a pull-up variation to help people transition to that.
Whoa.
Are you going to demo?
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to put you on the spot.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
and the reason why is they would have to call 911 and say, come, we need help.
So so if we were in our group setting, we might have, each station, we might have like 3 different levels. Someone who's either a beginner or hasn't been working out that often. And as they progress, they have different things that they kind of reach to kind of go towards. So they might go into this eventually, but they might start off, most people are going to start off with a band row. That'll be an option that we just kind of went through.
Oh, yeah.
Or they might go into, I'm going to move all the way up here for you, one of these core bands, NT loop bands, where they're doing different rows with it and different variations there. We have lots of variations for people that don't want to get up and down off the floor over and over again, so we keep it low impact too. Different joint issues, we have modifications for everything there.
And these,
TRX?
I call them the swings.
Yeah, TRX or the suspension training.
TRX, okay.
I guess the suspension training is the official name here. So yeah, there's so many different things we can do with these straps here. Whether it's, I'll kind of show you some. We have people, for example, that might have knee issues, or they might have a hard time squatting, or they might have a lot of, carry more weight, and they need more support. So we're able to do different things to help support them there.
That's great. That is
So
great.
we can do squats with it. We can do push-ups. So people that don't want to go to the floor, they're able to do push-ups here. It's also going to work more in regards to core strength.
Yeah.
With this, we can work abs with it. If you've ever seen an ab wheel,
Yeah.
it's like a standing ab wheel
Yeah,
variation. I mentioned rows here.
Wow.
We can work biceps.
This
We
is
can
this
work
is my machine, you all.
triceps here.
It's for older people.
And then we have different levels too. We have different levels for everything we do. So like even a push-up, whether you're here or if you move your feet back, it's a little bit harder. If you elevate your feet on a bench, it's a lot harder.
Okay.
So there's quite a few different things we can do with the TRX straps, suspension training straps there.
All right, and then these, I see you got squats with these kettle.
Yep, so as far as the equipment on this side, we have, kettlebells, and there's different levels of kettlebells. You can like hold these here, whether you're going into like a squat variation. There's different things with like swings, different things with like RDLs and different things. There's a progression for everything. So let's say if we were going to go into something like a kettlebell swing, we wouldn't just throw you into a kettlebell swing there. We have, let me see if I can do this without getting the cord in the way. Or I can just use this one over here. So landmine trainers.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have this one. So there's quite a few different things we can do with this. You don't see this at a lot of gyms here, but like joint friendly pressing with your shoulders, because a lot of people will have a hard time doing overhead presses that we work with, but this is going to work your shoulders, work your core. There's different things we can do in regards to rotation to work the abs, different things we can go into rows there, and it's just a real simple barbell and landmine in the sleeve there, and I mean, pretty straightforward. A lot of different things we can do with it. Everything we like to do is going to be functional. It's going to carry over to your everyday life. And dumbbells. This is at most gyms though, but like dumbbells over here, where you're going into quite a few different things. Whether it's your curls, your overhead presses, your bench presses, quite a few different things there that we can do with that. Lots of different things for like flexibility and everything too. So I know I'm just going on and on. Am I good?
Yeah, and when I walked in, I noticed this warm-up chart you have on over here. So now when people come in, do they do all these warm-ups?
No, so that's just a kind of a general thing for our groups. We're guiding them through that, so it's not like they're just doing it. And a lot of people have modifications for like their warm-up too, there too. Main thing with our groups, the exercises for the warm-up are pretty similar, and the stretches at the end are pretty similar. Everything else in between in our circuit training for our regular group training will change. With that warm-up, you have, let's say we go into something like a jumping jack. The majority of the people are going to be going in during certain times, are going to be doing a step-out variation. Or they might go into something like this. We'll have modifications for the people that don't want to get up and down off the floor over and over again there. So, so that warm-up where we'll going to prepare your body, work on flexibility, mobility there before we go into the session with different things as far as like knee hugs, ankle pulls. We'll have different things there for people that might have balance issues. They might have to go closer to a wall, or they might use those yellow bars over there too to help support with that. And
so how long is a typical workout? What's a good work? Is it 30, 45 minutes?
For our group, we do 45 minutes, and we're keeping the pace up, so you're getting a lot done in that 45-minute period. For personal training, we have options for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and hour-long sessions. So everybody's so different, and some places will just say, we only have hour-long sessions, but we like to have the program fit their needs, and some people haven't done anything in a long time, so we might have them going into a 30-minute session. They might set that goal to do 30 to eventually get to 45 there. But it's, what you're doing while you're there. You're focused on your workout. A lot of times people will go to a bigger gym or certain places and they say, I worked out for 2 hours. Now, 30 minutes of that was talking to somebody. Another 15 was texting, and then they spent 30 minutes in the locker room. So it was like 20 minutes, or they really weren't working that hard. So we're going to be efficient. We're going to get a lot of work done during that time period.
I see one piece of equipment looks like a tennis racket back there. What is that?
Tennis racket? Which one?
This metal black on one. I'm not. Yeah, right
I want to
there.
make sure.
This thing.
Tennis racket.
This looks like a tennis racket to me. This looks like a tennis racket.
Oh, this thing right here? Oh, okay. So, it's a heavy tennis racket. Yeah. I could set this up if you want.
It just.
So this is more like, well, let me see. Might take me a little while to set it up. Not too much. But we have.
Oh, you mean to say you put weights on it?
Yeah, you put weights on it in order to do the exercise.
Oh my goodness.
I'll show you.
Huh. This is a heavy tennis racket.
Let's see. And we'll put some clamps on it real quick, and I'll show you. Now, so for some people this looks very intimidating.
Yes, it does.
But I'll show you kind of how we would progress somebody to go through different levels here. So we'll start over with the kettlebell. And let's say we go into something like deadlifts is what we would do over here.
Okay.
So you're just shooting your hips back, keeping everything in line. Going here, teaching people how to pick up a kettlebell or anything off the floor.
Okay.
So we have that level. We have different weights here. I'll show you another level. Let's say we have someone that has, limited range of motion in the hips. We would take them, maybe they can't go all the way to the floor.
Okay.
And we put it on a step. But they're able to do this and then come up there. So they're able to do that, then the range, instead of just adding more weight, using the range of motion to increase the level of difficulty by going to the floor versus adding more weight. So we have that as a level. Then we might have these at the same station, and we'd have different levels for everybody. So over here, same movement. Here, you're keeping everything right in line.
Woo!
And then coming up. Now, like I said, it can be intimidating for people at first, but the best part is being, for us as trainers, as we see people go through the progressions and to see like the look on their face and the level of accomplishment when they've gone from doing these things and they're able to pick those weights up there. And this is pretty easy, not to say easy per se, I shouldn't say that. I will say it's more joint friendly, kind of the way it's set up, because we're able to stand inside of it and pick it up versus sometimes a barbell and having it out in front there. So it's a little bit easier on the joints.
Wow. Well, Detric, I want to thank you so much for just sharing with us today and demonstrating this equipment, or these, I don't know what you call them. Is equipment a good word?
The equipment, yeah.
Okay, this equipment that people can use. I love this because really it's not intimidating. Sometimes you go to a gym and the machines are so intimidating. Yeah. But to know that there are gyms out here that I can go to and get a personal trainer who's going to work with me and going to be assured of what my physicality, because they've studied, they have these certifications now that we know means something. And so it's been just great. But one last question. How did you come up with the name, Results Performance Training?
Results Performance Training. I just knew I had to have results in the name here. You want to walk over here? Yeah, so I was going to have results here. In the name, I knew that for sure. Training, a lot of places have training, but just the ability for, performance.
Yeah.
And people think of results, performance training, they might look at performance and they might just think in regards to performance like an athlete, but you want to be able to perform in life. So you want to be able to perform as whether you're perform for your family there, perform doing functional things day to day there. So the performance, don't think of it in terms of being able to pick up a heavy weight or being able from an athlete standpoint. We teach people to perform in life.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the Williamsburg area, I want to invite you to come to the Results Performance Training Gym. And so what's your contact and you have social media?
So we're, as far as our number, if you ever have to text us here or call 757-589-7028, we usually start off with that no charge consultation just to kind of talk over your goals. That would be, the best way to reach us there. We're on Instagram, Results Performance Training. We're on Facebook, Results Performance Training there. And as far as our email, info@resultsperformancetraining.com. You mentioned in the Williamsburg area, but we also, do some virtual coaching too. So even if you're not in the Williamsburg area, that's something to think about too, as far as virtual coaching and different things online too.
So you do virtual coaching as well?
We still do that. Yeah, we still do some of that for our personal training.
Wow.
Or to kind of help people, virtual training and online coaching.
Okay, and your hours of operation?
So we are open at 5 a.m. to about 8 p.m. during the week, and then on the weekends we're open around 6 a.m. to like 2 or 3. We do everything by appointment though, but we have a lot of flexible hours between myself and the other trainers.
So the virtual training would be according to the availability of the trainer and your hours, the person's hours?
Yes, yep, but we have, staff that can cover and just about any time there with that.
Wow, so I'm excited. I hope you're excited as we close out. We're starting 2024, and it's an opportunity for all of us to make a decision, very early on to, live healthier. Live healthier, not just say I want to lose weight, but actually live a healthier lifestyle. And I want to say again to all of my viewers who are looking on, whatever you do, make sure that you are inspired. And if God has put a passion in your heart, be inspired about that. And in that inspiration, get some information. You heard Detric say he graduated from college. You heard him talk about the certifications. You heard him talk about his journey of working at different places as he was allowing his dream to come into fruition. So you need to get information. So your inspiration with your information will bring about a transformation so you can move forward and do all that God has placed inside of you. Hey, see you next week, and whatever you do, keep that resolution.